You're listening to The Brett Davern Show, live daily on Adobe Radio.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it right
Come on.
now. Do it.
Right now.
Do it right now. Katie, play the song.
This isn't going to work.
Do it.
No, it is.
Come on.
Here.
I'm not doing it. No. I will let everyone down right now.
Do it.
You can play the song. You know, I'm just going to enjoy listening
What's wrong?
to it.
Oh, Katie.
See, now this is just
Come on.
awkward.
Yeah,
Come on,
do it.
come on.
Do it.
No.
Do it.
Oh, this doesn't work for
Delaying
me.
the show.
I will delay it
We
for
will
an
not
hour.
stop the show until you do it.
Come on, Dan. Boy Wonder.
No.
Come on.
You guys are putting me on the spot. I don't appreciate it.
5, 6, 7, 8. Do it.
I can feel something inside me say, I really don't think you're strong enough.
Yeah. That was
Oh,
amazing.
man.
Dan
This is what happens when people force you to do something.
Dan was
amazing.
rocking out to that song before we started, and we just, yeah.
It's a great song.
Had to spill
Peer
it over.
pressure,
The
sorry.
problem is
It's all right.
he doesn't
It's all
have
right.
a great angle on YouTube on these cameras right now, so everybody.
Maddie got it, though.
Maddie got
So
it.
she got it on the
okay,
phone.
she'll put it on Instagram. All right.
Here we go.
All right, let's start the show.
You're amazing, Dan. It's the Dan Brink Show. It's a Brett Davern Show, everybody. We are brought to you by Nice Guy Digital on Adobe Radio and recorded live in beautiful North Hollywood, California. On today's episode, it's Tool Tune Thursday. It's an all-female playlist, and the Masters are going to debate. Now let's get to the guy who's graduated high school 3 times.
That's me.
Your new best friend,
Yeah.
Brett Davern.
Listen up, everybody. This is our show. Thank you for telling your friends and family about our show and engaging with us on social media. We love you. If you like what you hear, just tell a friend.
Tell him. Oh, wait. No. Oh, man. I hate when I do that.
If you want to shout out a friend, shout at us or with us, you can call the show Toe. You can, wow. Oh, we should just go all the way back to the top. I got a story. Somebody remind me about David Letterman. I got a story. Somebody remind me about that.
All
Okay.
right.
Thank you for telling your friends and family about our show and engaging with us on social media. We love you. If you want to shout out a friend, shout at us or with us, you can call the show toll free 1-888-99-IDOBE. The email for the show is bdsfans@adobe.com, or if you want to join the conversation instantly, you can put that text. You can text us. Oh boy, somebody, please remind me about Letterman. Just put that address bdsfans@adobe.com into iMessage, where you usually enter a phone number, compose your text, and press send, and then the text ends up on this iPad in front of me. Once again, that address is bdsfans@idobi.com. Today, prove that you're listening by sending in an emoji of the Moroccan
Yeah.
flag.
Oh. Maddie and I both had a
What?
different idea.
You don't want that one? I just thought it'd be funny for
Great.
people to scroll through all the flags trying to figure out which one is Morocco. I'm sure some people do know right away, but I wouldn't. I must admit my ignorance in that. What did you want? Oh, right. In honor of today?
Yeah.
Which girl do you want?
The one that's like...
Oh, okay. Send the girl emoji where she's going she's brushing dirt off her shoulder.
Little sass.
Yeah, she's like a little... Send a sassy girl emoji. You'll find out why in a minute. All right, lots of show to get to today. But before we get to all of it, the Brett Davern Show is brought to you by Cake Bams. Cake Bams is the world's first delicious rice cake brand. Cake Bams are organic brown rice cakes, deliciously disguised in yummy flavors like vegan dark chocolate and sea salt, or strawberry birthday cake. Oh, I'm getting hungry. All the flavors are naturally gluten-free, and Brett Davern Show listeners get free shipping, plus 10% off of their order. Your entire order, 10% off.
It's a deal.
They got different packages on there, sampler packs. You can get like one flavor or a bunch of flavors. They got matcha green tea flavor, apple cinnamon. There's a pumpkin spice flavor for all the basic betches out there. Good stuff, guys. Just go to cakebams.com. That's CAKEBAMS.com. Enter the promo code BDS, as in Brett Davern Show, at checkout. Come on, everybody. Support our sponsors because you support us. Go to cakebams.com. You can also follow Cakebams on Instagram for other good giveaways and much, much more. Also, their Instagram account is beautiful. Like, I never thought rice cake could be beautiful, but you should check out Cakebams on Instagram because they take beautiful, beautiful shots of rice cakes and have a cool design, and you guys will love them. All right, let's go around the room. Hello. Oh, we're getting Moroccan flags and the girl.
Perfect.
Good job, 4-4. Hello, boy wonder.
I think I'm still red.
You're great.
Man. Sorry, I did that wrong. Hello, Cher.
Hello, Brett.
Hello, Wonder Hammer. How did hockey go the other night?
It went.
Did you win or lose?
We lost, but it was the best team, and we were tied for the first two periods. We lost 5-3. It was a good game.
All right.
I scored. It's whatever.
Oh, you scored again?
I don't want to talk about it, but
Wait, really?
yeah, baby.
What, did you hit him with a wicked wrister or what?
Nah, I was just in front of the net, poked it through
Poked
the goal.
it in?
Yeah, there you go.
Nice. Attaboy.
Ooh.
And hello, Matadocious.
Good morning, Brett.
And Katie Leclerc.
It is International Women's Day today.
Very nice, very nice. And so because it is Tool Tune Thursday and national or international?
International.
Okay, and because it is International Women's Day, all the Tool Tunes today, Ladies' Day.
Ladies'
Day on the show. Loving that. Let's get into it. This song needs no introduction. Just turn it up.
Thank you for watching on YouTube or listening to the podcast version of The Brett Davern Show. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now, instead of this message and whatever song this is. Sometimes the rules just won't let us play real music on YouTube or the podcast. It's not a big deal. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a second.
You're listening to The Brett Davern Show, featuring Katie Leclerc on IW Radio.
Turn down the lights. Pump up the volume. Time for a raging, rock-hard music debate with the musical master debaters, Brett and Denny.
It's my favorite thing I've ever built on this show. It's the opening for that. Where is he? Hello?
I'm here.
Oh, there he is. Hello.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
What's up, buddy? Before we get really rocking on this rock-hard music debate, Master Debater, Hostage Radio premiered last weekend. Is that correct?
It did, yeah.
And
That's
how
right.
did it go?
I think it went great.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun, and I got some feedback through Twitter. People were live tweeting me as it was going. It was awesome.
Oh, very cool. That's great.
Yeah.
Give out the Twitter handles for the show and everything. Did they tweet you, or were they tweeting? Is the show's account? How do you want them to get in touch with you?
Hostage Radio, just everything's at Hostage Radio.
There you go.
People were actively listening. They were commenting about songs and things I was saying. It was really fun. That was like the whole point of the show is to just share like the love of music with people, and they were into it. It was cool.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Fantastic. I love that. And I love anytime anyone engages on social media. It's my favorite thing about doing our show, and it sounds like it's the favorite thing, one of your favorite things about your show, and I love that. That's great. Congratulations, man. And
thank you.
As we stated, though, on this show, if you don't keep winning this debate, that show's over. So the pressure's on.
Okay. I missed that. That's a lot of pressure, though.
Oh, yeah. No, that's the thing. You got to keep winning this debate. Otherwise, Hostage Radio is canceled.
Okay. All right.
All right. Let's. So if you're new to the show, the way that this works is Denny, otherwise known as the Master Debater, is on the phone. That's Katie's real-life brother, and he knows pretty much everything there is to know about music. I think I know everything there is to know about music, and Katie decides these topics for us to debate. The thing is that neither one of us knows what we're going to be talking about going into these debates, so it's always a hootenanny around here.
Hootenanny.
So, Katie, give us the topic, and then we'll start MasterDebating. Oh, I messed it up. I knew it would happen eventually. We'll start MasterDebating all over each other's faces. Go ahead.
Today is, I'd like to hear your opinions on the best female rocker.
What?
Rocker.
It doesn't exist.
Denny, what you got?
It's clearly a joke. I'm kidding. Happy International Women's Day. It's clearly a joke, everybody. Calm down, Twitter. It's a joke. Jeez, lighten up. Okay, Denny, what do you got? You want to go first?
I'll go.
Wait, did you say of all time?
I'm going.
I said rocker.
Best
of all
female
time.
rocker of all time. Okay, go ahead, Denny.
I'm going with the Wilson sisters, Ann and Nancy from Heart.
All right. Give it to us. Why?
And Katie, look for Alone by Heart.
Okay.
Okay. Brett, I'm sure you know this song already. And it's beautiful. It starts off with a little piano ballad here. And then, if Katie can find it. And it just goes into this powerful rock ballad. It's amazing.
There it is.
There we go. There it is, yeah.
But wait a second. You're saying of all time?
Tell me you don't want to just stop this debate and start singing that song right now.
Okay, but hold on now. I might declare victory early. Are you saying that the Hart sisters are the greatest female rockers of all time?
Not my favorite, but I think they are America's favorite.
Oh, first, now how we get to favorite all of a sudden? You're the greatest.
Well, that's how you declare the best, right?
All right.
The best would be the majority's favorite would be the best.
Okay, first of all, I think you're trying to win this debate by picking two females, which is a little ridiculous. Is it my turn? Am I allowed to give you my opinion? Okay.
Go ahead.
The greatest female rocker of all time is Janis Joplin. There's no question about it. Hands down. Forget it. Debate over.
No.
You lose. Also, as we debated a couple weeks ago, died way before her time. Way before her time. Janis Joplin's a complete legend, style icon, sex symbol a little bit. I mean, she's in control all the time, screaming and wailing. A complete rock star. I don't even. There's no arguing this at all.
Maybe slightly overrated.
Overrated. Yeah. I say incredibly underrated. I say that people, because she died before her time, people they don't immediately go to her. A lot of people go, "Oh, Joan Jett." It's like, put another nickel in the jukebox, baby. Shut up, Joan. Janis is here and she's ready to rock.
Okay, wait a minute. First of all, I didn't pick Joan Jett, but Joan Jett is right at the top of my list of favorites. I love her. She's amazing.
Joan Jett doesn't even carry Melissa Etheridge's water.
Oh. No, I don't know about that. Joan Jett is amazing. And she still tours. That girl's still out there rocking.
Yeah, she's still singing the same song over and over and over. And then Britney Spears ruined that song, by the way, for me. That's why I can't stand that song.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
You know who?
I don't know. Janis Joplin was just, she's kind of an overrated hippie to me.
Oh, my heart. You're killing me right now. How dare you? How dare you? Janis Joplin is and always will be the queen of just raw American rock and roll. It's like her sound is just so, I mean, you talk about just untinkered with in the studio. She's just full of emotion and I don't know, just what is the word I'm looking for? Just fervor. What am I looking for? She embodies rock and roll. She is rock and roll. Janis Joplin is rock and roll. The Heart
Did
Sisters.
you play a song, Katie?
I did. Did you not hear it?
Heart Sisters.
I couldn't hear
The
it.
Heart Sisters, the greatest female rockers of all time.
All right.
Come on. You have. Okay, well, let's see. What are the big Janis Joplin hits that everybody loves?
I'll give you the top 5 on Spotify.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Me and Bobby McGee, which is what I played.
Yeah, hello.
Cry Baby.
Okay.
Maybe. Cosmic Blues and Mercedes Benz.
Yeah. She crushes.
Okay.
Also died way
And what
before her time.
and what do you have for Heart?
Barracuda.
Probably What About Love, Alone, Barracuda.
Magic Man. All I Want to Do Is Make Love to You.
Peace Dream.
Crazy on You.
You said of all time, though.
All right. So
Those are amazing songs. All of them. I don't know what Katie said, but all the ones I listened to are amazing.
Barracuda. Give me a break.
Barracuda, yeah. Barracuda, that's
Give
a really
me
good
break.
song.
By the way, also, if you're just talking about, like, not even just rocking, but just, like, socially, like, just Janis Joplin, like, just had a message, like, was just Woodstock. I mean, come on.
time to vote.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if Janis Joplin was alive right now, what she'd be saying about the Trumpster? Oh, man.
I'm
be
playing
great.
the alert again. This is the second time through. Time
All
to vote.
right.
Time to vote.
Now they go around the room and vote on who won, and the Heart Sisters.
Cher, what say you?
Just think about this before you vote. For the rest of the afternoon, do you want to be singing along to Heart songs or Janis Joplin songs?
However, the debate was not who has better songs. The debate was who is the greatest female rocker of all time.
Okay.
Boy Wonder?
I'm a little offended that no one picked Cher. Just have to put that out there. With that being said, I might know the songs, but I don't know the name Heart. So I'm going to go against the grain here.
Wow.
And I'm going to have to go with the guy sitting next to me. I won't say his name.
Wow.
I don't want to give him that.
Hostage radio on the ropes.
I'm
Also,
feeling the pressure.
I think this is the first
My
time.
dreams are fading right before
I
me.
think this is the first time that I've ever even gotten one vote. Hostage radio's on the ropes.
This
it's
is
on
why
the bubble.
this is why I didn't want to say his name.
All right.
This scared me. Yeah. Okay. What else you got?
Matadocious.
So
Hold on.
I respect Janis Joplin, and I probably would have said Janis Joplin. However, Heart has the songs that I like more. So Team Denny. Team Denny.
All right.
Oh
that's
no!
right.
Yeah, right.
I have
Like
no-
Katie's gonna go against her master debating brother.
Just remember we're family.
2 is always better than 1.
That's ridiculous. Insider trading. I was robbed again. Oh my gosh. People out there, tweet us who won the debate. Get involved in the poll. Text me. I need some reassurance over here. All right.
Good job, Denny.
All right.
Whew.
Good
I'm gonna have to
job.
bring it next time. That was scary.
Yeah. You were, I don't know, my friend. You've won. How many of these have we done?
A few.
Maybe like 10?
Maybe, yeah.
10 or 12?
I don't know.
He's 10-0 or whatever we are. Somebody, you know what? I'm going to put one of the super fans on it. I need one of the super fans to tell us how many debates we've done and what Denny's record is.
Yeah.
Because we need to start keeping track.
They could also tweet in suggestions for a topic to debate.
Well, yeah, but I need someone to get into the archive out there and figure this out. I'm way too busy to figure it out on my own. One of the super fans will do it. Come on, Abby, Jeremiah, Spain.
So Denny gets another episode this Saturday.
Yeah, I guess Hostage Radio lives for one more week.
What's the episode this Saturday, Den?
So this weekend I'm going to talk about 1994, which was the biggest year for what you would call like modern punk rock music. So pretty much anybody who listens to Adobe for the music, if they don't know about 1994, they probably should listen to my show so I can tell them all about it.
Nice.
Because Adobe probably wouldn't be around without it.
Nice. Good. All right, well, we'll look out for that, and then we'll debate again next week and see if Hostage Radio lives another week. It's like some sort of sick game of Survivor around here.
Oh, gosh.
I like it. Thanks, Denny. Good stuff. We'll talk to you next week, man.
All right, thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
What a steamy back and forth. Don't worry, they'll be back next week. with more to debate.
The 3-4 texting in Brett with a trophy emoji, by the way.
Oh.
I think I'm the people's champ, Katie.
Yeah.
He's Apollo Creed and I'm Rocky. He might have more
Doesn't
skills.
Creed win?
What? Excuse me.
Spoiler alert.
Just a second.
Sorry.
He's Apollo Creed. He might have more skills. He's better in the gym. He's better on his feet. He's got better footwork. He's got quicker jabs and things like that. I'm a little more lumbering and takes me a little more time and I talk like this. But I'm the people's champ, you know? Like they give it to Apollo. The judges give it to Apollo. But, I mean, I think the people really know who won out there. That's all I'm saying. Oh, speaking of winning, Tool Tune Thursday. Ladies Tool Tune Thursday, all ladies today, continues with Push It by Salt and Pepper. Once again, a Tool Tune, everybody, is a song that is a good song, and you love it. It's just that if someone pulls up next to you at a stoplight, you might roll the windows up because you're like, a little embarrassed to be listening to it. But this song, I keep the windows down.
Thank you for watching on YouTube or for listening to the podcast version of our show. We love you. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now instead of this message. Sometimes rules don't allow us to play that kind of stuff on YouTube or on the podcast. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a few seconds.
Keep up with all things Brett Davern Show on Twitter. At Brett Davern Show, Adobe Radio.
Do you believe in ghosts?
No.
No, I'm being serious.
There's
when I first met you,
there's a part of me that goes like, there's a potential for something out there because nobody knows what is actually out there, and then there's parts of me where I just get like scared, or like last night I got nervous.
Wait a minute. Back up. Because nobody knows what's out there now. You're talking sort of like on a spiritual or possibly
That's
religious type level.
Yeah.
I'm talking about ghosts, though. Like
It kind of falls in the same category.
There was a little girl standing at the end of my bed and da-da-da, like a ghost.
Yeah.
Do you believe in ghosts? And here's the thing. I think when I first met you,
I'm undecided leaning
yes.
no. I'm undecided leaning no.
I know, but has this changed in the last year?
Mm-hmm.
I've ground you into submission. I like it. Oops. I guess I shouldn't say that on International Women's Day.
No, there was a moment last night, I was like rearranging stuff in my place, and I hung some things that were made by my aunt, who's passed away. Mm-hmm. I was looking around my place and I was like, oh, there's a lot of things from dead people, like all in the same area. Mm-hmm. So like that's in your brain already, right? And then
it's in your brain.
Well, fine. That's in my brain already. Mm-hmm. And I'm vacuuming. And then you know that feeling, I think that this is a common feeling, that feeling where like the sixth sense goes like the hairs on the back of your neck stands up. Like that feeling where you're like, ugh. And then the TV turned on. But I was nowhere near the television remote. I was vacuuming, and then the TV turned on by itself as I got that feeling. And then I psyched myself out.
So do you believe in ghosts?
I'm undecided leaning no.
That's not, no. I need a yes or a no. You know me. You got to pick one. It can change later. I'm just asking you in the moment right now, do you believe in ghosts?
Yes. If you asked me that 24 hours ago, I would have said no. But last night I was like, ugh!
You had an experience last night that has you believing in ghosts.
Got in my psyche. Sure.
So you believe, hold on. So you believe, this is coming with no, I'm not making a judgment here. I'm honestly just asking the question. You believe that last night there was a being of some sort in your house that might have turned on your TV. It's one of those things where like you probably in the moment And in, driving to the studio or in taking a shower this morning or whatever, and you're just thinking about it, you're like, yeah, there was definitely a ghost there. But then when you hear someone say it out loud like that, you're like, yeah, no. Is that what's happening to you right now? Like, you could feel it, so you believe it, but then when you hear it said back to you, you're like, yeah, that is kind of ridiculous.
Yes.
Right.
But everybody has had that. I feel that's a universal feeling. That like,
Uh-huh.
Shoot. I think that's a universal feeling.
Now,
Have you felt that feeling? As somebody who fully does not believe in ghosts?
Well, ghosts are not real. They do
Yes,
not
fine.
exist.
But that
no,
feeling...
hold on. Let me say it quietly into the microphone just so everyone knows where I stand.
Okay.
Ghosts are not real. They do not exist. Now, what's your question?
Full stop.
Yeah, full stop, period. Mm-hmm.
Have you had that feeling of like, oh, there's something here?
Now, what feeling are you describing? Like the feeling of being watched or something? Or like what?
No.
What exactly are you saying? I've gotten goosebumps before.
Goosebumps accompanied with a presence. I don't really know how else to describe it.
Huh. I mean, no. I don't know.
You've never felt like there's something with you?
I've been sitting in a house or an apartment. I've lived a lot of different places, or even like hotel rooms, where you're sitting alone and like it's dark, or maybe just
doesn't have to be dark.
Oh, hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm describing what happened to me.
Okay, go ahead.
And it's like dark, or you're just like watching TV or something, and you hear like a sound from a different part of the house, or something creaks, or something falls off a shelf, or who knows what happens, or you just hear a sound that you can't explain, and you have that moment of like, whoa, what was that? Yeah, I've had a moment of like, oh God, what was that? And then I remind myself, ghosts are not real. They do not exist. And then I just happily go back to watching the Barefoot Contessa on TV.
How easy is that?
How easy is that?
No, I fully understand that. And last night when this happened, I was like, oh, hi, Karen. Or like, I don't know.
And then the TV turned on?
No, it turned off.
Uh-huh. Wait, what?
No, I'm just kidding.
What's funny to me is in life, I mean, you kind of know, and people out there listening they know this if they've been listening, is like, I just like to get a reaction out of people.
Yeah.
So at bars and restaurants, and especially in LA, we're constantly meeting up for drinks with people that we barely know and things like that. And you're always kind of getting to know people. And so you bring up like, do you believe in ghosts? And most of the time people will say like, oh yeah, and I've had an experience. And what happened was, and then they tell this like long-winded story. It's like hearing about someone's dream where I just sort of, my eyes glaze over and I go, yeah.
Dreams.
Oh, I hate it. And so anyone goes, you want to hear about my dream last night? And I go, yeah, sure, tell me. Like, And so they start telling their like ghost story, right? And then when they're done with it, I like to just go, well, yeah, but ghosts don't exist. So I understand that you think you saw something standing there, but your mind is a very, very powerful thing. I mean,
oh yes.
Ask Albert Einstein, or like these people who have theorized about the human brain, and that we only use a certain percentage of it, and that there's this whole percentage of it that hasn't been unlocked yet, and no one quite knows how your brain works. And also as humans, we're products of tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands or whatever years of evolution and genetics and biology and like all. So who knows what's floating around in our head, And also like fight or flight, like, is a mechanism that you needed as a caveman or a cave woman on International Woman Day, to know, if there was a saber-toothed tiger coming after you, you needed those hairs on the back of your neck to tell you that you're in danger or whatever, right? Yeah. And so maybe that's just still somewhere in our lizard brain somewhere, And so that's what I think it is. I just think it's that your brain is a powerful thing and fills in the gaps where you logically can't, and then that's sort of where ghosts exist, is in that sort of, you don't know what it is, and so you're filling it in. How many times have you woken up in the middle of the night and maybe the moonlight makes the hat rack look like it's a person standing there, and it takes you Like, I've had that where I wake up and I'm literally like, like, what is that? And it takes like a second to even register like what
It's a shadow.
I'm
or
looking
whatever.
at. And that happens all the time.
Yeah.
But I think that's, what it is. Matatocious, let me ask you the question. Now, you might be tainted, though, by my rant, but do you believe in ghosts?
Not ghosts.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
I'm kind of with Katie.
Chupacabra? What do you believe in?
No. I don't really believe that there's like a transparent little fit, like you're going to see a person standing in
Right.
your, but like I've had experiences like Katie before where there's like something
you can't explain.
presence. Yeah, I don't like spirits, but like something you can't explain. Like I feel like there's definitely something beyond what we actually can
Physically.
see. Yeah, physically can see.
What is it?
But I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. But
No, but is it like your dead relatives or like what do you think it
like
is?
I would say that like I've had experiences like that with my grandpa where it just is like you just feel like they're there and something happens and it happens to be while you're thinking about them and and so I can't say, oh, it's his ghost, I saw him in front of me. That didn't happen, but there's something. I just can't put a finger on it.
All right. Boy Wonder, what say you?
Cher?
If Cher died, would she come, and God forbid, by the way, but would she come back and stand at the foot of your bed and sing to you at night?
Probably not. She doesn't know who the hell I am.
She's going to now
Unfortunately.
after this episode comes out. Oh, buddy.
Have we tweeted Cher yet that Dan has channeled?
Do you believe in ghosts?
I'm on the fence, but if you had to ask me right now, honestly, after your whole thing, I'd probably say yes.
You do?
Yeah, after your whole thing.
Why?
You kind of contradicted yourself there for a second with the whole fight or flight thing.
What do you mean?
You were like, yeah, your brain, like, okay, man, you needed to know these things, which kind of just means, yeah, you need to know these things. This is why your brain's telling you
Interesting.
telling you this right now. You know what I mean? Your brain is telling you, hey, you need these senses, and there's something here right now, so you should feel uncomfortable. But in general, I just think that...
Oh, I see what you're saying.
No one can really say for a fact what is, like... I'm sure Albert Einstein, back in the day when he invented something, he went and told his friends, and they were like, you made this that does this? And he was like, okay, but I actually did, so...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't think anybody can really say one way or another.
But do you believe in ghosts?
Yeah.
Really?
For sure.
I'm in a room of 3 people that believe in ghosts. All right. Okay.
It's more fun.
All right. It is more fun. It's more scary.
It is more fun.
It could be more scary. And maybe it's just a way of me calming myself down when I hear when I hear something in the other room. It's just I'm able to just go, they don't exist, they are not real, and then it makes me calm down. I don't know. All right.
Do you know what I believe in? Scrubs.
Oh no, I don't want no scrubs.
Yeah, but they exist.
Thank you for watching on YouTube or listening to the podcast version of The Brett Davern Show. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now, instead of this message and whatever song this is. Sometimes the rules just won't let us play real music on YouTube or the podcast. It's not a big deal. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a second.
Adobe Radio. Got something to say? Send Brett a text right now with iMessage. Text message BDS fans at adobe.com. You're listening to the Brett
And I think
Davern Show.
that's really cool that everyone has experienced it. I'm not talking about the ghost thing. I'm talking about the fact that everyone knows that feeling.
All right. Jeez.
God, I'm gonna throw this toast at you.
I'm agreeing with
God,
you.
Brett, tell me about David Letterman.
Don't spike the microphone. I'm yelling. I'm understanding and like agreeing with you.
No, you're not. You
Yes,
spent
I
the
am.
last. How long is that song? 3 minutes and 34 seconds telling me that that's not. That there's a million examples of what I was talking about.
Right. That's agreeing with you. What are you talking about? Katie, I'm agreeing with you. No.
Okay. I'm really happy about that. Will you tell me about David Letterman, please?
Ay. I don't want to move on from it. Piece of me doesn't want to move on.
Are you a ghost in this conversation?
I'm going to be a ghost. That is your ultimate hell, is that God forbid something happens to me and I just come back and stand at the foot of all of your beds and just start yelling about butter on the counter and Reese's peanut butter cups and,
And then you'll go, oh, I was wrong about one thing in my whole life.
I know. Hey, I guess we do exist. I don't know. If ghosts do exist, though, I mean, that's kind of the thing. Like, if they do, then, like, everyone would have a very, very specific story. Because if you do just become a ghost, like, after you die or whatever, then the world would be more full of ghosts than it is people that are living, right? So you'd just be bumping into them all the time, sort of.
Maybe we are.
Maybe we are. I don't know. I think you have to maybe drop some acid or something to be able to tap into that or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that at the end of the day, I've said this to you 1,000 times. It's not even my own original thought. It comes from someone else. But at the end of the day, we're all just scared villagers, right? We're all just still searching for the answers to everything.
Totally.
And so we just, what happens after we die? I don't know. So I got to figure out something. You know what I mean? Because living in the I don't know is really uncomfortable for a lot of people.
Sure.
Myself included. It's uncomfortable. And so you have to kind of just go like, no, like grandma's here. And it's a comforting thought sometimes, or it can be a scary thought if it's your second grade math teacher standing at the end of your bed, or something scarier than that. Do you believe in Bigfoot?
No.
Okay. But see, what's crazy is that to you seems ridiculous. But me asking you, do you believe in ghosts, is a more, like you answered that with like a shake of the head and like a roll of the eyes, like, no.
Yeah.
And it's so much easier for you to answer, but it is kind of, to me, it's sort of on the same level.
Okay.
I
see that.
Like, do you believe in Dracula? Do you believe in vampires? Do you believe in Bigfoot? Do you believe in zombies? And it's just like, no. Do you believe in ghosts? Well, I have had a weird feeling when I've been by myself before, Mm-hmm. But it's like you can go walking through the woods in the Northwest where I'm from, and it's very mossy and cold and dark and misty,
That's
and you're
where the
by
vampires
yourself.
are.
Well, yeah. Edward and all his friends are up there now too. But that's where Sasquatch and the legend of Bigfoot sort of generally comes from. It's that area. Harry and the Hendersons, old school movie, John Lithgow. People have to look it up. Anyway, you go walking through those woods by yourself, especially those old growth forests like that, and you're by yourself, you'll get the same feeling on the back of your neck that you get when you're at your house late at night and you hear a noise in the other room. It's the same feeling. So I'm just saying, if that feeling to you is ghost, then that feeling can also be Sasquatch. I mean, if you went walking through Transylvania late at night by yourself, you'd probably get a weird feeling on the back of your neck. Is it Dracula? See, because you're going to roll your eyes and just go, no. And it's like, well, why is that such a quick no? I don't know. All right. We'll move on. David Letterman?
Yeah.
All right, David Letterman. So when I was living in New York, one of the first, kind of like just upon, I don't know, maybe I lived there about a year, but he was still hosting the Late Show, back in the day. And I wanted to go see a taping of the Late Show. I was like, that's something I grew up with. Like, that'd be a lot of fun. And tickets are free. All you got to do is call in, and then you can get tickets like a couple weeks from the time that you call in. All you got to do is call, and they just give you tickets. It's pretty awesome. So I was like, I got to do that. So I called up, and actually what they do is they ask you a trivia question, like a pretty easy trivia question about the show, and then if you get it right, they'll give you tickets.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, so I called up, and they said, David sometimes does a bit on the show with the guy that owns the deli on the corner. What's his name? And I was like, Rupert. And then they were like, congratulations, you got 2 tickets. Here you go, and come next week or whatever.
I would not have gotten that.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, that's fun. Okay, cool. Actually, I think they even say, like, if you don't get it right, we'll ask you another one. Like, they want you to get it. It's just, I think they're technically not allowed to give things away for free, so then it's technically like you've won a prize.
Oh, okay.
There's got to be some sort of
loophole there.
lawyery loophole technicality or something. Anyway, the point is, they give the tickets, and we go like a week later, like I said, and you're in the iconic Ed Sullivan Theater, and it's going to be Letterman, and he's been doing the show for like 20-something, 30 years, whatever it was at that point. And I'm excited, and he notoriously kept the theater at like 32 degrees. It's freezing in there. And he's such an old curmudgeon, which I think
Do they tell you that when you get your tickets? Bring a jacket.
Oh, yeah, no, they do. Yeah, they're
Okay.
like, bring a jacket, bring a sweatshirt, even though it's summer. Like, it's cold in there. And it is. I honestly, I think he kept the theater at like 60-something degrees. It is real cold. My high school theater teacher used to say that if we were doing a comedy, he'd bump the temperature down a little bit. It keeps people awake.
Yep.
So maybe that's part of it. But anyway, so we go there. We're wearing our coats, and it's cold in there, and I was just excited. The Ed Sullivan Theater, I mean, so historic, by the way.
Totally.
Like the Beatles, their famous performance on Ed Sullivan and Elvis Presley, and it's just there's so much history there, and so just very excited. And also, I was gonna say, like, Letterman is like an old curmudgeon, which is why I think he's so near and dear to my heart. He's just such a grumpy old man, and I love him. And they make a big announcement before the show that there is to be no whooping and screaming, only applause only. And they tell you that if you go like, woo, or like whatever, that it blows out their theater microphones, so don't do it. But I think really it's just he doesn't like it, and he's annoyed by it. And so, like I said, a curmudgeon. And so they start the show like, David Letterman, and he comes running out in his 3-piece suit. And I think he's even like wearing spats, because he's just like such a old guy. And he comes out and he starts doing the monologue, and it's with Paul and the band and the whole thing. And and the reason it reminded me of it is because the top of this episode was just kind of a mess. And it's sort of like people are laughing, but they're not laughing super hard. And I think he kind of even like stuttered over one of the sentences and kind of blew one of the punchlines a little, like not anything crazy, like more where he would notice, but like my mom wouldn't have noticed, And so about 4 sentences into the monologue, he just goes, all right, wait, stop. Let's just go all the way back and start over. And then he just runs off stage. There's like a beat. And then they just kick the theme song in, because they do it all live to tape. They don't edit. So they just kick the theme song in, David Letterman, and he comes running out, and he does the exact same opening 4 sentences, but for some reason this time it was hilarious. And I don't know if he came in with like more energy. It must have been what it was, or whatever, but it just worked, and he just did the whole show, top to bottom, and then everyone went home, and it was awesome. And it was amazing because they do it live to tape, and so they don't take the commercial breaks, or actually they do. They sit there for like the full 2 minutes, and you see him just kind of kibitzing with the guest on the couch, and you can't hear them, though, during that part. And they do the whole show, and you're in and out of there in like 52 minutes or whatever it is. And it was great. But it was just an interesting thing to watch someone in a full theater with the full crew and a band and the whole thing just have, I mean, he'd been doing it for like 20-something years, but to just have the confidence to just go like, nope, you know what? This isn't working. Let's go back. He knew that he wasn't far enough into it to where he couldn't go back.
Yep.
And he was like, if I'm going to go back, I got to do it now. Let's do it. And it was cool. So anyway, that's what I felt like at the top of our show today. I was like, let's just start this whole thing over again.
That's cool.
But then I realized that we're not live to tape. We're live.
Live.
And
Do you know who
can't
I've
go
seen
back.
do that?
What? Who?
Kanye West.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. What happened?
It was at the Hollywood Bowl. It was the 808 and Heartbreak tour.
Uh-huh.
Or it wasn't a tour. It was just he did 808 and Heartbreak top to bottom.
Yeah.
Every track in a row. And he came out and it wasn't bad, but it wasn't like up to his standard or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Goes, whoa, everybody stop. There's a full orchestra,
Yeah.
like 900 people. I don't know how many people the Hollywood Bowl holds. So many people are watching. Hold on.
900 people. The Hollywood Bowl holds like 20,000,
well, there you go.
15,000.
It was a sold out show,
It was a
so
lot.
everybody's there.
Yeah.
And we're all standing there, and he goes, start it over. So he goes backstage, and then there's a beat, and then he comes out, and right, like, probably 1 or 2 beats in the song later from where he stopped it, there's a huge firework thing.
Oh.
So he knew that the fireworks were going to happen, and he couldn't go back at that point.
Right,
so it was
right.
like right up to the line before the fireworks. And
Yeah.
I was like an artist that will, I don't know.
I feel like Kanye is a bit of a curmudgeon as well.
Oh, he's a crazy person. Does that count?
Yeah, but I think deep down he's a grumpy old man as well.
Oh yeah.
So I think maybe there's
Interesting.
something there.
So Brett, next time you have that feeling, just start it over.
Well, I can't because we're live. But if we're not live, I will. You know, that reminds me of, I have a Kanye West story, a Kanye and Kim story from backstage at the, oh, wait, no, stop. I have a Kim and Kanye story. Are you saying I don't have time? Because it's also the same place that I have my Taylor Swift story. All right. I guess I can't tell it again.
Not today.
Somebody from the 4-4 texted in and said, would you do one of those ghost tours that they do at houses and old houses and mental hospitals and castles and etc.? They do a lot of them in the UK. Would you do them? I've done those ghost tours, like in New Orleans, places like that, and they're dumb.
Do you sit there and go, BS? BS.
No, not out loud, but I just sit there like rolling my eyes, just going like, yeah, okay, fine. And it's like not scary at all for me because I just go like, no, look, I love the stories and I love the folklore of ghosts and Sasquatch and Dracula and whatever. I love that. As an actor, as a person who's into stories, I love those things. I can't
Don't
say
believe
that they
them.
exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. That's a wrap, everybody. On another edition of the Brett Davern Show. Thank you for listening live on Adobe Radio, subscribing on YouTube, iTunes, or wherever you get your podcast. If you like what you heard, just tell a friend.
Tell him.
Say goodbye. Producer Katie.
Goodbye.
Producer Katie is on Twitter and Instagram at Katie LeClaire. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at BDav. You can follow the show on any social media, including Facebook at Brett Davern Show. People are texting in, tell the Taylor Swift story.
But Brett, we're out of time.
I know. Here's the thing, everybody texting in who's upset that I didn't tell it. I was going to. It's just that, unfortunately, we've ran out of time.
Because we're live.
Be sure to keep it on Adobe Radio all day for great music and shows, such as later today. Oh, those crazy ladies of For Real, though, are back on International Women's Day at 8 p.m. Eastern on Adobe Radio. What are you guys talking about today, Katie?
There's all kinds of fun things that we talk about today.
You forgot?
First of all, we recorded it 2 weeks ago, and I was drinking.
Yeah.
It's episode 2.
Look,
we record 2 at a time. The
if it's-
second one's always a little bit more, whoa.
If it's anything like the things they reveal on every one of their shows, you're in for a good time. And then right after them is Gone Fishkin at 9 p.m. Eastern. And then later in the evening, a bit of a late show, if you will, is Geek Girl Riot at 11 p.m. Eastern. So be sure to tune in for all of those. Once again, for Katie and Boy Wonder and Matt Adocious, and everyone texting in from the 44 and the 816 and the other 44 and the 34 and the 920 and the 952 and the 530. I'm Brett, and I'm reminding all of you to be kind, take care of each other. That was our show. Good night, superfan Steph B. Green. And good night, Cher. I got you, babe.
That's it for the Brett Davern Show today. But don't worry, they'll be back tomorrow on Adobe Radio Live, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific.